We are back on another ferry. This time we're leaving Salt Spring Island and heading over to Vancouver Island, which is that one right there. It's a freaking giant island, but that's where we're heading today. I'm happy we got the roof vent installed. Hopefully you guys can hear this, it's really windy. I got the roof vent in and that felt nice. Now we're doing some more work inside of the van at a subscriber's place in Chemainus. I haven't worked it out yet where we're gonna go, but we're probably gonna do that maybe Friday or Saturday. So still 2 or 3 or 4 more days from today. Okay, now it's really windy. We're gonna go back to the van. We're just going into Home Depot to take a look at some building supplies for building my cabinets with. I got some ideas other than buying like plywood. So let's see. Okay, because I'm not a huge builder, nor am I like crafty in any way, I'm thinking about building all of my shelving in my van, including my rack that holds my water bottle, out of actually partially finished shelving. So this stuff, this melamine stuff, it's got one finished edge already, basically meaning that we only have to deal with the sides that aren't already finished. And I think I could probably build my design around these dimensions. This one's 12 inches thick, wide, and this is 15 inches wide. So I'm pretty sure I could, 16. I'm pretty sure I could base a majority of my build around those dimensions, making these so easy, and they're not that expensive. 13 bucks for that one, and they're 96 inches long. And that one right there is only $10.98. I made a little video already. I'm gonna send it over to John and see what John thinks, because he's the one that's gonna help me build it. I just figured doing it that way because then we're dealing with less painting if it's plywood and less dealing with trying to make the edges look fancy. And the good thing about this melamine stuff is it's got a coating on it. So it's going to be like easy to wipe off, easy to keep clean. And the melamine itself will actually look pretty damn close to the cabinets that I do have in the van already, because they already have that kind of finish on them. Yo, check this thing out. Because every van lifer, I think, could use a machete in the van, and always wanted one, so why not? We're in Duncan, BC, and to be honest, I feel like a downright scrub right now. Like a grimy mess that really needs a freaking shower. On the bright side, I washed the van. The van's looking good. This town is covered in totem poles, so while we still got a little bit of sunlight left, let's go find some wooden artwork.
You got something behind your eyes, the way you're talking, it's a cheap disguise. We were made to chase the light, but you got saved on a moonless night. Get free tonight, set it all on fire.
downtown area of Duncan is actually pretty cute. I figured before we start to build my cabinets, I'm gonna make one more pop into JYSK because we all know my van is just about fully furnished by there, with a measuring tape to see if we can find maybe some more cabinet options. I don't know, we'll see. Nothing inside there sparked an interest. Majority of the stuff that I originally bought for the van, they don't carry anymore. Roof fan looks pretty good though. I'm not complaining. It's not really an eyesore. Where is it there? Right there. It's not so bad. It feels so gross. Just rolled into Chemainus. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna meet up with John to just take a look at the build and see if we're on the right track or I'm on the right mind for what I want to do. Then I'm gonna head out tomorrow and pick up all the supplies. But the cool thing about Chemainus is my gym's here. So let's go clean up this madness. All right, we're all showered up. We're gonna find a place to sleep. Oh, what's that? Well, it's the health unit. Chemainus Healthcare. Oh, my apartments, this looks good. Oh, maximum 2 hours. There's like a lumber yard in front of us here. Oh, and a ferry terminal entrance. The ferry terminal is right there. The Chemainus ferry terminal. This looks good right here. I remember the first couple of nights sleeping in the van. You know, it's all in the head. It's all in the head, like, oh, what about this spot? Or I don't know about this one, or hyper thinking things. You know, now I just kind of pull over because you realize real quick that they're all the same. All these cars here are probably going to still be here in the morning. So what's the difference if my van is just another van on the block? The only difference now is that my van's got a roof vent on top. That's the only thing that separates me from everything else in this block. It's not like I'm alone. There's a camper right there, and who knows, somebody might even be in it. There's a t-shirt shop here, Mr. T, and I'm intrigued. There's some cool stuff in the window. Mr. T. Ah, the foil print. Oh, this is awesome. Whoa, that's super creepy. You guys see that? There's a mannequin sitting behind the counter. Good job, guys. I want to go in and check this place out. Custom graphics, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies. Oh, I love it when businesses do this kind of stuff. Design of the month and a business card. Just what a man needs. That's awesome, man. Good job, you guys. Sometimes doing things out old school like this is totally awesome. Design of the month. Ah, that's super freaking cool. I'm gonna have to go check this place out tomorrow. But for now, I'm gonna go to sleep. Wish this thing had a light that said which way it was blowing in or out. Okay, so we're gonna leave the roof vent on tonight. This will be the very first night I'm gonna leave it on just to kind of give it a try to see if it really, I don't know, makes any difference when it comes to the temperature and stuff like that in here, or the feeling, or how fresh it feels. We picked up a few more groceries today. little bag of spinach, some kale, tortilla shells, bagels, avocados. My body hurts, like hurts. I brought out my skipping rope, you heard me, and I busted out probably a good 15 minutes of that today, with a lot of breaks in between because of me stumbling on the skip rope. And I've been doing lots of stretching and just general body movements like standing squats and stuff. So needless to say, my body is on the ache. It's like, yo, Chrome, you haven't done this to me in a long time, and ow, I hurt. So needless to say, my body is all like, yo, Chrome, we're not friends right now. Like, sitting in this position right now, my quads are like, ow. So anyway, guys, I think I started talking about parking, and I don't know if, did I even start talking about parking? It was on my mind. When I first got into the van, you have that fear when you first, like the week before you get in the van, or for you guys, if you're planning way ahead. I never planned ahead, so I only had like a week to go, okay, what's this really going to be like? Is it going to be hard to park? Where should I park? That overthinking thing. But, and at the beginning I did overthink it a little bit, not too much. I still kind of just pulled over. I pulled over in places where there was lots of other cars. It was pretty simple, but yeah, it's just, I remember some nights just driving on the block when places didn't feel right. So I'll go around another corner, like, this doesn't feel right either. I always trust that tummy instinct when it came to finding a place to park. So I pulled in over there where you guys see me pull in. You remember when I turned the camera and pointed at the camper? Well, the camper is actually right here. Right there. I moved across the street because there was, I guess, the entrance, the apartments that are up above the businesses there, and there was people around, and they were hanging around outside and smoking, and I didn't want to smell it in my van, so I drove around the block and I pulled in over here on this side. This is actually a bit of a nicer spot. It points at the ferry lineup, and it's nicer because there's nobody on this side of the road, where over there at night people would be walking by and they could hear me inside the van, or definitely hear people snoring inside the van, because Disco sounds like, oh my gosh, Disco snores so loud, and I'm sure I do too. So we ended up moving, but always trust that feeling. If that feeling in your stomach is like, yo, this is probably not a cool spot, and then just roll on, find something else. All right, I'm gonna go pound back another water and watch a movie and go give this body a little bit of rest, because, oh, you really, guys, ow. I'm gonna go put some good food in me and go to bed. All right, everybody. Chrome, where's all your energy? Where's all this? Not today. Sorry, guys, not today. All right, I don't know. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. Disco's already in bed. I'm gonna go curl up with him. Bye-bye.